Do you like supporting artists? Do you like nerdy things like Dungeons and Dragons? Then Co-op Creations SD is the store for you. You can find adorable dragons, menacing mind flayers, and jealous jelly cubes to accompany you on your adventures. Need a way to safely transport your math rocks? Then their homemade dice bags will keep your click-clacks warm. Stop on by their Etsy page soon, as stock is limited.
Welcome to episode 11 of Campaigns of the Plains. So one announcement, we're a year old now.
Yeah. Well,
For channel.
okay.
It's recording.
Yeah.
We are a year old.
We are a year old.
But we're also like double the number of the episode that released. So it's Friday. Our first episode released a year ago. Well, it wasn't an episode. It was the welcome to the panel that I recorded.
It's still our channel, a year old, guys. So congrats to us. Hope you guys have been enjoying the last year.
Good job.
Yeah, we are a year old now, so that is pretty exciting. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed
Yeah, and then we've had two campaigns.
three.
Two finished campaigns.
Two finished campaigns.
Well,
two finished seasons?
two finished. Yes, we mean if you've watched it. A couple of one-shots.
Oh, yeah.
Which is fitting because this whole thing started with a one-shot that turned into a whole campaign.
Yeah, it turned into three years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Barovia took forever.
Yeah, we were in Barovia for a long time, but it's been great.
Storms of Barovia.
If you've played the Curse of Strahd campaign, you know.
You know. You get it.
You get it.
Okay.
We have a few one-shots that were only for us.
Yeah, we had to have some.
Why you gotta teach
Spoilers.
that?
Hey, if you want to know what those one-shots were all about, maybe
Bad.
we'll talk about them one day. Who knows?
Allowed to.
Huh? The first one I don't think we're allowed to.
After taco.
I blame you guys. I was
That was before the show.
Yeah.
Before.
So yeah, who would like to recap what happened on episode 10?
Why are you looking at me?
Because you usually start and we kind of pick it apart.
Wow. I take good notes.
Okay.
My notes are called Tricks It for Kids.
Good.
And then underneath that, in really big, bold block letters, it says Tricks It for Kids. I spelled tricks two different ways.
The type you turned or the type that you beat out of a rabbit?
And sweeping broom / frog familiars and clothes. Milos gives warm hugs.
Oh.
And he has a horn, which is apparently not normal.
He has horns.
I just wrote horn. And then I got so excited about brooms, I wrote that they had arms. And we all got ghosted.
Yes.
And a ghost maid threw our bedding into the fireplace. And then Mama's in danger. That's it. My notes don't have a lot going on today.
Okay. Well, anybody else want to add to that?
Yeah, sure. So Mother Matoya allowed us into her house to stay the night before continuing. Din and Ellie had unexpected midnight room service. Let's see, Milos had a pleasant conversation and tea and received a pocket watch for his time.
He did.
I had some ghost chick flying at my wall, and to be honest, I don't remember what Asher and Marquise was up to, but like, I don't know, something investigate, something /
Marquise had a really nice conversation with himself, but not himself.
Oh,
Yeah.
He might be in someone else's body. You don't know. Oh, right. He met the person he might have been.
And Asher talked to his Grammy.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, that's right. I remember that now. That was very sweet.
His mom.
Never mind. I remember.
Mama Bunny. So yeah, next morning you guys have full breakfast, and Mother Matoya said, yeah, just go on that path and you'll find your way to Ellie's place. And it seemed like it just took a matter of minutes, which magic-y, probably something weird went on. You guys were there in a matter of minutes to the archway that led to Ellie's home. And when you got there, Ellie noticed that the lush vegetation that had surrounded her home had actually been wilted, and her mother was unconscious on the stairs leading to their home. So,
Well, in the tree?
Mhm.
Or was she at the base of the tree?
she's at the base of the tree.
Because our home's in the tree.
Yep, she was going to climb the stairs to reach the upper part of the lake, but she did not make it that far. So
You
that...
kill my friend and my mom, then you have to sleep on the couch.
Let me we'll be right back while I adjust something. No.
I'm first conning.
I wasn't listening in, so I'm.
She said if I killed her friend and her mom, I get to sleep on the couch tonight.
Well, yeah, I heard that, and you said I was adjusting something.
Yeah.
Bet.
Let me retcon that real quick. I'm going to sleep on the couch. That's what I'm getting at.
Oh, I thought you adjusted the jump. I was very confused. I was like, what does this mean? I'm trying to buy a movie. It's very important to me right now.
So yeah, that is where we'll pick up this time. So, Ellie, your mother is face down, unconscious, on the stairs.
Well, Ellie doesn't have any life preservation skills, so she runs towards her mom.
So you run through the familiar garden, that your father had made only, what?
I don't think it's a skill that you need per se. Just
Yeah.
Are you sure? I mean, she runs into dangerous situations a lot without thinking about the repercussions.
yeah, it's more of an instinct. I guess you just don't.
Sheltered.
Homeschooled.
She was homeschooled, okay? There's some skills you don't get then.
Sorry, homeschool kids.
Sorry, homeschool kids.
But anyway, you run forward, run through the garden path up to your mother, and she is in her hunting leathers. Looks like she had been carrying her bow and her arrow out, which is really strange because she's in the vicinity of your home. So the bow's next to her, and her arrows kind of scattered from the bodkin on her back. You roll her over. Go ahead and make me a medicine check.
I got new dice.
Let's see how they treat you.
You better treat me well or I'll throw you in the trash. It's really tiny. I can't read the numbers.
A lot of good that does.
Oh, God, what is that? Oh, it's a 16. Plus 4. So 20. Dirty 20. Okay.
That is a super small dot.
All the letters are purple and it's black and I can't read it.
So, with a 20, you roll her over. She is unconscious and she seems to be bleeding at this point.
Oh no. I heal her.
All right, what do you?
This is my mama. I use a cure wounds at 2nd level.
Okay.
That's magic.
2d8 plus 4. I'm gonna have to use one of the big 8s because I only have one small 8. 15.
15? Okay. So upon closer inspection of her wounds themselves, you see that a lot of it is like puncture marks, but in really weird patterns. Not like a weapon per se, but there are some very odd patterns to the puncture marks, and there is like some deforming of the skin, like it's been stretched or moved along like her face and neck. That just doesn't seem to. It doesn't seem to heal itself back.
Does lesser restoration help?
Is anybody joining her, or is it what is everybody else doing at this point?
I mean, seeing a body, I'm curious as to what gets up here.
So when you come up, I want you to also make me a medicine check with advantage.
Here's my medicine. So that's a 17.
So upon exploration of these wounds, you see that this is very similar to the corruption on the rats, like the deformities. And since you're very familiar with that corruption, or getting more familiar with it, you see that this may have been the result of more of that similar corruption.
Okay. Can I
go around to see if there's any, like, footprints or maybe anything that looks out of place in the nearby vicinity? Like maybe around her body or maybe like by the door or something?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me investigation.
Okay, not great. Well, that's only a 5.
I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff here, especially a desert boy coming to a forest. It's real hard to track footprints on like hard dirt and stone as opposed to sand and soft soil. So you're kind of at a loss in this particular neck of the woods.
So I will just wander around and like just scratch my head and like look around, just dumbfounded at like this doesn't make any sense.
Right.
And just like keep saying that. Doesn't just that's what
I think that's a tomato plant that you're.
Was a tomato plant.
Well, it used to be. I don't know why you're staring at it like that, but
it's black. What? It's all withered.
Well,
not
plants don't
flush.
normally look like. I think something happened.
These puncture marks, I want to look more into those, see if I can maybe figure out what might have done that.
Go ahead and make me a nature check.
Oh, do I have good nature?
Oh, that's alright.
Never mind. That's a 7.
7? What? Yeah, you've never seen any kind of wounds like these. I mean, you've traveled a little bit more than perhaps Asher would have outside of the city, but these wounds are strange.
Well,
She's alive.
she's alive, right?
Yeah, she's started to breathe and kind of like try to bring herself to.
Don't move too much, Mama. Asher,
Yeah.
you look like you're really strong. Keep carrying Mama up the stairs.
Yeah.
And I look up a lot of stairs.
I'm good. Wait, how many stairs?
So this tree is rather large, probably about 3 stories at least, and there's a large. You can see like treehouse in the upper foliage. This tree is the only one that has not been touched by the withering.
Garuda is inside. Well,
So,
not Garuda, but there's a shrine inside the temple.
so it's protected
I suppose.
for now.
Felt safe here. Father would be very sad that his garden is dead. Let's go inside.
Yeah.
I'll lead them up.
Yep. So Asher, you're picking up Ellie's mother. Anybody else doing anything down here before the 2 of them head up?
Yeah. Can I look in my pot and see if there is a nail file?
I will allow a nail file, yes.
Okay,
It would make
it
sense
out.
for your character.
I take it out and I just start grooming myself, incredibly bored with this situation. Yeah, I just looking for it. If Asher needed help carrying her mother, I would help. Otherwise, I would just follow.
I think, Asher, what's your strength?
My strength's pretty good. My strength score is 18.
Oh, yeah. You can easily pick up this very...
Yeah, woman.
Yeah, she's only about 5'10", and she's 185 pounds, so you've got this.
That's not
She's wearing light leathers, and yeah, Asher definitely would have her.
Mama always said she's not sure where I got my meat from. I'll pick up her bow and her
Walking.
bod.
That's fine. So yeah, you guys start climbing the stairs. Like I said, it's 3 stories up stairs. So most of that being on the outside here, just spiral stairs up the trunk of the tree itself. Very old set of stairs. Structure has been here for quite a while. You see in a couple of the posts and on the floor, maybe markings from a much younger Ellie, having drawn on posts or the stairs.
I fell down these stairs once and hit my head on that post.
Oh my god, are we like Fritz lived in holes on the ground?
What?
Maybe these ones live in trees.
It's safe in the tree.
Oh,
She agrees with me.
oh my god.
Hutch is my mother's familiar.
Yeah. I mean, she's a ranger. There he is in all his glory. But yeah, you guys get to the top. Inside, you take her mother, and there is kind of a small daybed, right, or Davenport, what have you.
Chase.
Yeah, sure. For you to lay her down in. And she's still kind of coming to consciousness, and she is like looking around really confused. Like, what? Ellie, is that you?
hope so.
So too.
Are you okay? You didn't fall down the stairs, did you?
No, we were attacked
Why was it?
by creatures from the forest, fiends.
Was it the fog?
No, but there were definitely fiends. Plant fiends. They were corrupted or some such. They didn't look normal. They were aggressive.
Is that why the beast dead? Or did you just forget to water the plants?
No, I didn't forget to water the plants, dear. That would be a long time of forgetting to water the plants for them.
I've been gone. I didn't take no time for days.
Well, to say the least, it would take a while.
How long ago did they attack you?
I'm not sure how long I was unconscious.
I don't know either.
And she kind of searches her memory and she says, we were outside talking, and
Oh,
an old friend of mine
you
from back
back when your father traveled as a summoner, I wasn't his only guardian. You know this.
Yeah, but I've never met many of the others.
Well, that's fair. They didn't come around much after your father stopped traveling.
So why they where are they now?
They were here and asking if I had been hearing the call of the green word, but I heard it since I left our village.
What's that?
It's something that many Vira hear from the earth. Like so.
Weird. Sometimes the animals do.
It's not the earth, it's the life stream.
Okay. I don't know what that is. Well, I know what that is. So, and then after that, they were attacked?
We were attacked. These creatures came out of the garden, out of the woods, into our garden, and they started sucking the life from the forest. There was a man there. He was dressed in black robes and had this black and gold mask. He was rather young and short.
Is that actually the thing of Joker in any way?
The black robes and the mask definitely do, but Joker's mask was white with gold trimming.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard anything about a green word?
Heard it, I've never heard it.
Did Matoya say something about green word to you?
Hold on. Thinking. No. Green word, that's something you don't know about, I don't think, because that was, to drop in the meta shield, that was, Asher's
Conversation with his grandma, yeah.
And he didn't tell you guys.
that told him about it, so.
I have something about Becky talking to Matoya and then saying about a green word, but I don't know.
That was the following. No, that's.
Anyway.
I apologize. I invited some friends over. This is Asher.
She's just now looking around and seeing everybody, like...
And Marquise, and Becky, and Milos, and Din.
Pleasure to meet all of you. I'm glad my daughter is making friends.
Well, Din is my friend. I haven't decided if everyone else is my friend yet. Milos gives good hugs, though.
Why, thank you, and I will do a short
He's
bow.
also a prince.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry I can't seem to bow for a moment.
Like that. I don't know. He keeps saying something.
You're fine. You don't need to bow for me.
And Marquise is, I'm talking books. No, get up. You're sick. But I start reaching into my bag and I pull out like the stack of books that are her copies, and I sit there next to her, next to the chase. He's a famous detective and he has books written about him.
Just making a bunch of famous friends, aren't you?
Are you famous? Becky, are you famous?
Bitch. Everyone should know my name.
And yet, we only know because you're with us.
Asher's very beautiful, so he must be famous. Yes. Oh, Asher! Show Mama!
He would take off his hat. So,
We were gonna see if you might know who his mother is. She's missing.
What's her name?
You don't know.
I don't know either.
I know!
And she changed it a few times. I want to say it's the first one. Does it start with a J?
Yes.
Okay. She always told me her name is Juniper, right? Yeah.
And her Frau immediately burrows and she says, yes, Juniper was the one that was attacked. She just left and took the creatures with
She was
her.
here?
Wait,
She was here.
your mom's here. That means she's still alive. Well, up until recently, because the fiends could have killed her. Well, we'll be hopeful.
Wow. You took that
Talk. Yeah. Really quick.
Well,
Man,
death is impermanent.
damn. Okay, see, can we not get into that before everyone we meet?
Yes, Juniper was one of your father's guardians a long time ago. Long time ago.
Yeah?
I didn't know she was a guardian.
I'm gonna write that shit right. That's all thing.
She knew my father.
What did you guys say?
I don't know.
Harlem.
Urban.
Urban. Ah, nerd.
And she's like, yeah, I'd run to get my bow and arrow from the house and was being chased by one of the creatures and unfortunately it caught up with me, but she was able to lure them off into the forest.
Do you know where she came from? Or where we can find her?
Where'd you go? No, she was traveling and she was seeking the green word. She had heard it calling to her in one of the ruins nearby.
Okay, maybe we should go and look. Maybe she's there. How nearby is the room?
Just a short distance to the northeast. They're the ones your father always told you not to go towards.
Well, that's okay. I'm an adult now.
It's still a very dangerous place, especially if these plants have been all whipped up by whatever that man was.
Well, that's true. But I have more friends now than just me and Reese getting in trouble.
That's fair.
Now it's me and 5 other people getting in trouble.
Hell yeah.
And Dirk.
And Dirk.
Dirk and Pipe.
Pipe?
I forgot to introduce you to Dirk and Pipe. Right. You already know Poppy.
Poppy?
Oh, yeah. Where'd she go?
You haven't summoned her today.
Summon.
Mark out your summon. Yeah.
Also, I'm a summoner now, Mom.
You see that she's immediately taken aback that you are wearing your father's horn now that she notices, first of all. And then second of all, she's like, when did you learn to summon? You failed your test.
Can't tell you. My friends told me I tell people too many things.
I'm your mother.
Oh, okay. Well, Reese wasn't dead, and then he was dead because he is now Titan, and then he gave me the...
Hold on. What? Reese wasn't dead?
No, but he's dead. Well, he's not actually dead. He's just Titan now. Whoever was Titan before is dead, though.
What?
And Garuda's in danger. There's
just all sorts
The
of...
Grand Maester was murdered.
And then she's like, oh...
He's the one who made me an official summoner.
There's like equal parts like, well, that's nice, but also he's dead.
They thought that we murdered him. We're not allowed back in the city.
Did you murder him?
No. Marquise knows who murdered him, he thinks. We have to prove it, though.
This is a lot to take in.
Garuda's in danger.
It's even more worrisome.
Brought it in. That's what we want. Is to move people at me. And then Reese became Titan, so he's kind of dead, but not dead, but dead, but
Did Reese become Titan?
he soaked up all the Titan fireflies into the crystal.
Into the Fae?
Yeah.
She
I
just
used
was
his
like,
release crystal so I could summon him, but I tried to, and then I summoned a person.
what?
I wasn't supposed to tell anyone. This is my mother.
We understand that, but
I swear, every word that comes out of her mouth is more entertaining than any comedy I've ever read.
I will think or washcloth or anything I can see nearby, or
There's a wash basin nearby.
I will go and grab and like rinse a rag out and like bring it to her and like start dabbing her forehead. Like, it's okay. I know this is a lot to handle, but just believe me when I tell you your daughter is in good hands with the rest of us. I promise we're not crazy. We're here to help.
No, let me pierce their ears.
Oh,
Yes.
That's nice. And she looks around and sees all of you with your link pearls. And she said, well, you did a pretty good job.
Oh no, I stabbed Asher in the cheek.
She sees the little
scar.
Yeah, the little itty bitty scar from getting some.
In the ear. Just not the right spot. After Asher, no one else would let me help them.
It's probably for the best, dear.
Yeah, so I've had a really interesting week.
It sounds like it. And
Did he tell her about Puppy?
Oh, we did stay at
Oh.
the cubbyhole. Was the cubbyhole there when you were there?
I don't know the cubbyhole.
It was a very nice place. The bed in our room spun, and there was this thing hanging from the ceiling that everyone just put their armor in. And
I can feel your mother silently judging us.
She's like blushing
and everyone
at this.
was very, 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 very minimal clothing.
They must have all been barbarians.
She is full on blushing at this point. She knows the type of establishment you're talking about, but she.
And someone woke us up in the middle of the night by looking at us through this tiny hole in the wall.
She's
And
just.
Marquise was very upset. And then they got his autograph because they were fans. And then we met them later on in the bookstore where we got your books.
She looks at the stack of books and is like, "Am I going to have to wash those?"
It was a different bookstore, not.
Oh.
We have Marquise in it, but I'm sure he's very famous. The Grand Maester knew my name.
Take your word at that.
Okay. Well, I think that about catches up.
Oh, I went to the far plane and saw him.
Kind of goes from like confused and blushing, all of these emotions to, oh,
Go through all the emotions at once, yep.
I guess it's good that you saw him there. That way his soul isn't becoming a fiend of some sort.
Well, I think
Do you know anything about souls that don't become fiends but that are still alive but aren't in their right body?
What?
Asking for a friend.
Sorry, that's way out of my realm of expertise. I'm just a simple huntress.
Well, hopefully you have some meat because none of my friends are vegetarians.
You were rather difficult.
You can manage not eating meat for a little while. Don't worry.
Mother's not a vegetarian.
Oh, you're not?
No, I'm quite an accomplished hunter.
Well then, good to know.
so, what about this Garuda problem?
Well, we have to go to the city.
After the room.
We have to go to the room first. That's very important. Asher's mother could be in danger.
She couldn't be more than a day out. I can't imagine myself being out that long.
We'll have to find
I am worried about her, because if this did this to me, I'm worried about her.
Should we wait for you to rest up a bit and then we can go look?
Don't think that they'll return. They all turned to chase her, so
Okay. Well, which way did you see them?
they went northeast.
Towards the room. They're dangerous.
To the north, yes. So,
I'm sure you can probably follow the trail of wilting plants fairly easily. Wherever they stepped, it seemed like they drained the life from everything around it.
so we found a small bit of our own encounter with this corruption. So,
We watched a very large, burly man wrestle a bear fiend at the cubbyhole.
Does that...
what?
Okay.
You said we have encountered fiends.
I meant
That's where I encountered fiends.
we've had our own encounter with this corruption. What it does.
Titan was corrupted.
There was also that.
The mist was, well, I don't really remember much of what happened because I was angry.
Right. Well, what else is here?
But it's weird.
This is a small village, or...
No, this is just like a small compound for their home.
Okay.
I told you we lived here by ourselves.
I mean, you've got a lot of stuff going, for a single family. So,
Well, Reese was here sometimes. And his father, sometimes.
it's a lot of
When
extra.
father was sometimes his Titan was a very accomplished gardener.
Well, I'm not sure if it's good to leave you here by yourself.
I'll be fine after I'm able to rest.
Really great here.
Could, but we
Do you
might
like
want
pseudo dragons?
all the help we can get with whatever we run into.
I'll be fine. I just need a rest for a bit.
We probably should move quickly
Yes.
to make sure
Move
that
them back.
we can find his mother living.
What was your mom's name?
Juniper.
Marquise, do you know if the venom or the corruption that you took, the vial of it, could be used to make an antidote, perhaps, with the healing process?
It's always possible something like that could happen, but I haven't had much time to continue my studies of what I've already been able to acquire, other than finding a way to replicate it.
That doesn't really help us. Okay. Wait,
Not in
doesn't
this
help
situation. No, it does not.
Okay.
Let's go. We should quickly. She could be in a lot of danger.
I'd much prefer to find someone alive.
I'm sure Asher would like to find his mother alive as well.
That would be preferable.
Alright, so you guys are heading out then?
Mm-hmm. Bye,
Enjoy
Mrs.
your-
Ears. Get better.
Whoops.
Books. I've read the first half of the first book. It's very good.
Okay. I think I'll rest a little bit before I start to read.
That's fair.
The mask blushes.
I didn't take a mask blush. It's interesting. Are you alright? Are you feeling it?
I'm fine.
The little goggles start to fog up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Oh, Rachel Viper.
It is kind of warm and humid in the jungle, so it might get a little moist in that mask.
Ooh, moist.
That'd be gross.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So, you guys leave the treehouse, unless you wanted to do anything before leaving.
I don't know what the fuck's here, so.
So when you guys leave the stairs, there is a shrine to the Aeons located in another one of the buildings on the ground level. If you'd like to go into there, it's just a small shrine. There are a number of beds with what would have been plant life, small tool shed. Basically, besides that, not much.
You like to use a bow. Mm-hmm. Maybe when we come back, Mother can teach you some things. Ooh, I like that. When she's better.
All right. To the northeast, it does look like through the forest itself, there's a very easy trail of like dead plant life to follow.
This is very sad. All these poor plants.
Yeah, it looks super fun. Cast me Dharma on myself.
All right. So you guys travel. Are you kind of taking your time, being cautious, or are you trying to catch up as quickly as possible?
I think we should go quick. If it's already been a day, we should go quick.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's said yet.
While you guys are traveling, Dan, why don't you go ahead and make me a nature check? 1? Okay. Yeah, no, everything seems cool. Besides, the dead plants. It's obviously a pretty easy indicator that you guys are going in the right direction. But yeah.
I actually want to try and take some samples of these plants just affected by the corruption.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you managed to get, like, some whittled leaves and, dead roots, that kind of thing, but most of it's just shriveled.
Just more stuff for the experiments.
It's happening. Yeah, so, just go ahead and mark yourself down for a couple of vials of dead plant.
Why did you go to dead things and corrupted things? There's a lot of healing nature and beauty in plants and flowers.
As you look around at all of the dead and wilted plants.
I don't really have a need to solve a problem with remedies right now.
I can show you a leaf that if you chew it, cures upset tummy.
I'm sure you could, but right now I don't need to fix anything that's doing or cause it.
But the dead things are so sad.
Well, I guess that's your perspective.
Do you think dead things are happy?
I'm not sure that dead things are different from living.
They are because they're dead. There's a difference.
Just take it from someone who's had experience.
He said.
Take it from someone who's had experience. Death is not. It's not so different.
No, I'm less afraid to die. Thank you.
I'm glad I could ease your anxieties, I guess.
I really feel less anxious now that we're not in the city anyway.
That's good.
It was very loud.
I didn't think it was that loud.
My ears are very sensitive. Aren't your ears very sensitive?
They're sensitive as yours now. But maybe eventually,
Maybe let them free.
maybe out there they can be.
You can be free wherever you want.
Oh, she's a hippie.
Blew up in the fourth. What were you expecting?
In fact, some communities even think that clothes are too restrictive.
Agreed.
Oh, we have those in cities.
The cubbyhole people were wearing clothing. Not a lot, but there was clothing.
Muslims, that's for sure. Yes. Well, I think we should just. It's probably a good idea to at least keep an eye out in case there's any stragglers along the way.
That's probably for the best. Now, this place we're going, the ruins.
Speaking of, does anyone here? I've been working on an experiment, and I've noticed a few of you cast magic. Does anyone here have magics that require them to focus on their spells?
I don't know what that is. My fate gives me magic.
Yeah, like, what you gain.
And also this mistletoe.
I'm not going to ask why you have that.
I hold it over your head while we're walking and then give you a kiss on your cheek.
Oh.
But it's a spell.
What I'm getting at, dear Becky, is I have been working on an experiment that might help allowing you to maintain your concentration on a spell.
Call me dear. Thank you for hitting on.
I assure you I'm fault.
Oh, you mean magic you have to think about? That you have to think about for it to stay. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
I do that sometimes, although I don't like to think for very long. Or concentrate. Thinking is fine, but concentration is hard for me, and there's so much in the world to observe. But I do it when I need to.
Yes, I can tell. Right. Well, I can only do this once, but it will last.
For how long?
Anything longer than 5 hours, you probably should stop it.
I mean, it's kind of an indefinite thing, really, unless I decide to want to do it for reasons.
So he can take away your fun new thing. Just be nice to him, is what he said. He's bribing you.
That's a daddy thing.
Yeah.
I can help some of my friends see better in the dark.
What?
Not for very long.
Well, I can't see him that well.
But
Papa
for-
usually helps.
For 8 hours, I can help some of my friends see in the dark. One of my friends. Only the one I like the best. It's actually.
I'm the only one that can see.
I can see her.
I think it's just Becky and I can't.
I can't.
Or can you? Oh, it's you.
No.
And Becky. Brains.
I'm used to last campaign when I was the only person I could see.
Mm-hmm.
I almost took Devil Sight.
What? I won't ever use magical darkness against you.
That's mean. Anyway.
Even though we're walking, I am holding Poppy in my arms.
Or is she riding on your shoulder?
She's riding. Oh no! I hold her in my arms for a while, and then as the closer we get to the ruins, I set her on Asher's shoulder so she can give him comfort.
Oh, I love Asher. Or I love.
You know, I hope you love me.
Well, Asher's cool.
She sits. She sits on your shoulder like this, and she purrs very softly to comfort you.
I love Poppy.
The only that can summon correctly is Poppy.
We love Poppy.
Yes.
So Becky considers her values for a second and then kind of gently places her hand on Marquise's shoulder and says, "So how do we do this?"
Oh boy!
I pull out a vial.
While she's sitting next, to Marquise, I pull my mistletoe out again and I hold it over both of them.
Just like that.
Oh my god. Is that incest if they make out?
It'd be incest.
Because they're brothers.
It's like,
Did not make that connection.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second, what? Is there something Becky hasn't told me?
Yeah, right. I'm like, hold up.
Fan pitch.
Yeah, no, so I just pull out a vial and I just kind of flick the contents on your robes.
Oh, thank you, Daddy.
I think you're supposed to ask permission before you do something like that.
She already gave the consent.
So, dropping the meta field, what does this do?
It's Mind Sharpener. So while you're wearing the infused item, whenever you fail a con save to maintain your concentration on the spell, you can use your reaction to succeed instead. It's spending one charge, and you get 4 charges and regain
One
Son of
second.
a hell, bitch.
I was like, you're deep in your conversation. But we'll wait till it comes back.
Where's my thing? No, come back.
How you doing on charge over there?
I'm good.
Or back. So I can use my reaction to succeed instead.
Yes, and you get 4 charges. You regain 1d4 at dawn.
Oh, okay. You might want if you like amazing item. Yeah, I'll have to write that down.
Yeah, because it's the robes, right, that you're infusing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just choose some herbs on my end so that I know that I used it.
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea.
You don't have to do that like every day, do you? It's just like once and it's done.
It can stay permanently until I
Decide not to infuse that item.
yeah.
How many items can you use?
I think it's 4 currently. I need to look at the thing.
I think 4 stay infused.
Up to 4.
Or hold on, I need to double check because I have more infusions than I can infuse, so I need to see like.
He has more choices of infusions, but he can only do so many.
You can only do 4.
Yeah.
It is multiple choice.
Like it's having spell slots and spells. Like you only cast 4 spells, you have 4.
What do you level 4?
Yeah, it should be level 4.
So I can have 4 active. Holy shit! I can get up to 8.
What else can you make?
Whoa.
He can make quite a few things. All right.
One shot. You need a shopping list of what you need? Legit.
Would I have time to mess with my pocket watch on our trek? Mother.
Yeah, I'd say that it's gonna require all of your attention for an hour.
That's fine. I mean, I'm just following along and winding it and seeing how it interacts.
Yeah, like I said, it has all of the very familiar geomantic symbols for each of the elements that you know of. And you start to like turn the clock, you know, it ticks and some of the hands kind of spiral and you start to wind it down, close it, you know, mess with it a little bit, look at some of the inscriptions on it. As that hour begins to draw close, you kind of click the top of the watch after you've wound it, and all of a sudden you see like this golden energy, the same kind of energy that you can feel when you decide to focus on the elements in the same area. You can feel it and see it, this golden energy getting pulled into the watch, and you can choose one of the elements to store in the watch for use of switching anytime you want.
Huh? Interesting.
But it is 1 charge per day. So you get 1, and then you can swap that out, and then you can recharge at the beginning of the day.
So does it automatically pick up like the nearby vicinity?
Yeah, there's 3 hands on this clock, just like there would be hours, minutes, seconds. It picks up on 3 of the elements in the area, and it immediately picks up on earth, water, and light.
Okay. Do I have to pick those now?
You have to choose which one stays in the watch.
And it's only 1 charge,
Yep.
right?
It's only 1 choice.
Okay, I'll pick water for today.
Okay, so then the golden energy turns into the bluish energy, and the watch face kind of glows blue, and all 3 of the hands line up with the geomantic symbol for water.
Oh. Okay. I will put that away and we'll add that to me.
Okay.
Perfect, thank you.
Anybody else want to do anything on the trek or need any information?
Me about your mom.
Well, I know her name is Juniper. I don't know much about her. She left when I was so young.
Did you know she used to be a guardian?
She was my mom and she worked at the store. She didn't talk about her life before the city.
Well, my father hasn't been a guardian. Well, he's obviously dead, but he left nearly 40 years ago, so it's been a very long time since she's been a guardian. You don't look like you're 40, so you
No.
don't think you know.
Like 18, I think. She left like 10 years ago. So it would have been like, you said he was a guardian 40 years ago?
He retired, came to the forest with mother.
So she left after that. My dad.
I didn't get to meet your father. He's a human?
Yes.
My father.
Did your father's grumpy as mine?
My father was very happy. He
Oh,
loved to garden.
my father just liked to bang.
Bang?
Well, he made swords.
Oh, My father liked to plant and grow things.
So they're both creators.
Yeah, I suppose so. I don't know if they'd have known each other. Your father probably isn't very old.
Yeah, he's in his 40s. He probably was born when your father retired.
He's only 5 years older than me, then. Yeah, only 40. But I am very young.
You do look young.
For what I am.
No, my mother said she was older than she looks.
My mother is, too, although she won't tell me how much older.
I've learned you never ask a lady her age.
Yes, and you never asked Mother where she came from.
Yes, yes.
Just a couple beer, kids.
Yeah.
Although I imagine it was from a village. Although I don't know where the Viera village is on.
She spoke of trees a lot when she would read me bedtime stories.
Well,
Imagine it was
just look around. There are 3 Viera villages in Fort. 3?
You only know of one.
There's at least one Viera village where Mother came from. I don't know where it is, or how to find it, or why we can't go. Well, I know why we can't go. Because Mother didn't. I was married a human. And I am an oddity. So, and we can be oddities together.
Exactly.
Perfect.
I've never met anyone that looked anything like me.
Well,
Though you don't look anything like me.
I'm more Viera than you are, although my hair is not brown like Mother's.
Mine's white like my mom's.
Your mother had white hair. Well, you have.
Yeah, she's.
My hair was more like a reddish coppery color because my father had red hair.
Oh.
Well, it was kind of grayish.
Well, as he got older.
Yeah. Poppy really likes you. I really like
Poppy. Din, why don't you make me another nature check while these two are talking? You're probably bored out of your gourd, and at least looking around for something to keep you entertained since everything is dead around here. Nature.
15.
Much better. So immediately you start to see tracks in the dead earth. You have a good idea of what they may be. So you see a lot of tiny little, for lack of a better word, feet, but definitely within the plantkin, seedkin variety. You see that as they kind of drag, and they're very heavy footsteps. There are probably about 3 sets of 2 bipedals. And as you're looking around, you're noticing that there's this sweet, sickening smell. It's starting to come to you with that. If you continue to look, you'll probably get some more clues.
Yeah.
Make another nature check. The scent is throwing you off. What could be walking and also have this really sick, sweet smell to it?
They're definitely beast things. So.
Not beast, seeking. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright. I'll say that there's something ahead of us, or that we're following.
Yep.
Do you know what it is?
I don't.
I have an idea. Can you send one of your creatures that can fly? They can both fly, can't they? Mm-hmm. Can you send one of them ahead to look? And I will look through them. Someone will need to carry me.
That's creepy. They can talk to me.
But I could look through them if we did. Or we could send Poppy.
I'll go send Dirk over there.
You're going to send Dirk ahead?
Yeah.
To scout for you? Okay. So you release Dirk from the totem, and he starts to scout. Is he doing it? Is he trying to be sneaky about it? Is he...
No, he's probably just flying ahead looking.
Just flying ahead and looking. So he disappears for a few minutes. He'll probably be gone for a little bit, let's say, as he's scouting ahead. So if you guys want to keep looking around here, or do you want to do anything in preparation for anything else?
I sent you a message
Isn't that
for my new
some weird
for my new things.
Do we want to be sneaky while we travel closer to these creatures if they're there? We are getting close to the rooms now, I think. Yes, Josh?
You've only been traveling for a couple of hours at this point in time, so you've got a little ways to travel yet.
We're closer than that. Okay.
Nope. Said she was a day ahead of you guys.
Yeah, but you said the rooms weren't that far away.
They're not that far. They are a few hours away, though.
So we're getting close?
you're probably about another hour or so away.
When we get closer, you said we're an hour away?
Yeah.
We are an hour away.
Ooh.
I will pass without a trace us.
Okay. So you guys all get a plus 10 to your stealth rolls if you are deciding to be sneaky right now.
Are we rolling stealth?
Yep.
Or are we just...
I mean, if you want to roll stealth,
Oh, are we doing that now?
natural
What?
20.
Yay! 2.
That whole one. Oof. But, 11. We don't, you have a death.
Another natural 20.
Nat 20. But I roll at disadvantage.
The heavy armor.
4.
Oh!
But
no.
that's also 18.
Yay.
Yeah. A chunk of it.
26?
22.
22.
15.
15.
Are you looking at me?
No. I'm looking at Christian.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Sorry, Christian is over here in my sight. If I'm looking at the camera, then I'm looking at you guys.
Oh, cool.
Because you're straight across from me.
But
So.
in the audience, it's like you're staring into their souls.
But yeah, so you guys most of you are pretty well hidden. Becky's just filing her nails real loudly at the back of the group there.
I like to think that there's like all this gross dead plant life, and maybe like past some of those like slimy dead decaying leaves and stuff. And so like I'm just kind of like not so much stealthing, but hopping over this shit at like
Stepping on twigs instead while you're trying to avoid the achy shit.
right, or like I'll like slip and step into something and be like, oh,
Becky, are you okay?
oh my god, how do you live in this place?
Take it.
Well, it's usually prettier than it is right now.
Oh, disgusting around here. Whatever. It's better than fish. What do you got against fish?
Fish very interesting stories. They travel a lot.
It's good for you.
They're very tasty.
Why would you eat them?
Tastes good, yeah.
Yeah. I've had enough fish to be done with them.
I like rutabaga.
What?
It's very tasty. And it doesn't talk
I
to
think
me.
you're just making up.
Sweet potatoes are my favorite, though.
I don't know why, but I just every time I do that, all I can think is Winnebago.
Want to bang you?
No. and then from there, I'm immediately led into Spaceballs.
I've seen that movie exactly one time, and I enjoyed it.
It's good times.
Good movie.
that
That's how I
movie
was
too many-
introduced to John
Well,
Rivers.
you can't see it.
I actually had never seen it at all until recently, and Josh told me I should watch it because
It's the one film I can still watch on repeat.
it does hold up. Yeah.
Oh, did they go away?
Oh, they're just being
Oh, they just...
Nothing. Secret typing.
getting money.
Secret typing. So
Secret type.
secret typing.
And also everyone watch Spaceballs, non-spawn.
Yeah. So about half an hour into this power journey, you see that Dirk returns, and he's got like some scratches along his silhouette.
Those are your mom did.
No.
He comes back and he talks to you, and he's like, "There's these big lumbering like plant things, and they have really long vines that scratch.
How many?
There's 3 of them."
Okay, there's 3 things ahead of us that are probably mean.
Can we sneak around them? We are sneaky, except for Becky, who is loud.
Dirk back off his shirt.
What's that?
Put Dirk back off his shirt.
Yeah, he looks like he caught some scratching from one of these creatures. So from flying around, they must have some
stand fire.
Yeah. Suddenly,
No?
step.
Well, how could you do that? This is my home. And not just my home.
Your home is
It's the home to many.
well to the ground. We will recover your home by raising it to the ground.
That's not how that works, I don't believe. Especially since my home is made out of a tree and is very flammable.
Yeah, we'll regrow the tree after we burn it down.
My tree is very old and ancient. It will take many years to regrow.
Well,
Not in our lifetime.
Or maybe yours.
We don't live that long.
how long do you people live?
A couple 100 years.
About 30. Okay.
I believe humans live to at least 90.
Wait,
Yeah. 50? I think 50 to 60.
My father was 85 when he passed.
Also human.
He was a human.
oh,
Again,
Interesting.
Mother won't let me ask her age. She
Oh,
older me by at least
you know,
35 years.
You know more about these monsters we're about to potentially encounter other than the plants?
well, all we really need to know is that Becky clearly has their kryptonite.
Yes, I do believe plants are very flammable.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. I
But-
got this.
So is the rest of the forest.
Just
Yeah.
put a tornado on a campfire again.
I'm
What?
traumatized by that.
I'm being your
I was getting attacked by
Yeah.
wolves as I start on fire. Okay, we take a tent from your mom.
Sure, I won't
We
use
can
fire.
return.
We do something else.
I'm telling you to use fire. In this situation, it actually would be very useful.
I can use fire.
What if we just freeze it?
Plants are also very susceptible to ice.
Ah,
Father was always upset when it frosted.
Except for garlic.
I don't much care for garlic.
well, I don't think we're fighting a garlic monster, so I think
It would
we're
be
okay.
very mean.
And you confirm for us if it's garlic was.
So I cannot say.
I cannot confirm nor deny. Could be garlic.
Would be garlic.
Yeah. Damn it.
Garlic toast, rolls.
Yum.
I do like pasta.
Mhm.
Do you like carrots?
Oh my god. That's so fucking meta.
Yeah, I love them.
Right.
Do you like carrots?
Carrots.
Me too.
Viera love carrots now.
Yeah.
It's confirmed.
Here,
Cabbage.
Oh, yeah.
Celery.
lettuce is delicious as well. Cabbage.
We're just hitting all those notes. Okay. I see what we're doing here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's the information he was able to bring back to you. He was like, they smell good, but bad at the same time.
Kind of plant thing.
Well, let's go find out. Maybe I can send Poppy to look, and I can see through.
Go for it.
Poppy, can you go in secret look at these plants so that I can see the plants too? Yeah. Okay. Touch Poppy. I give her the touch. I use beast sense. Someone will need to carry me.
I got this.
You're just gonna whip her over your shoulder again.
Your back like this.
Oh, you're definitely dragging me.
Make sure you don't want to get
Okay, hop on your back. And grab Poppy. Beast sense her up.
So she's just got normal travel speed. So she's not gonna make it much further than you guys are.
Oh yeah, she just speed 30.
Yep. I mean, if you guys want to wait while Poppy is
Well, Poppy
checking
is
things
there.
out,
I don't leave Asher's back though because I've already hopped up.
that's fine. So she starts to prance along.
Very weird. I'm at ground level.
Yeah, and she's like
No,
prancing from side to side.
I'm sick, Poppy.
While that's happening, Becky, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay. 17.
17. There's this sweet, almost like fruit-like smell coming through from somewhere on the breeze for you, and it smells really good, like Starburst good, like.
Oh my god, you smell that? Oh, that is like the best thing I've smelled in weeks. It's right this way. And I like start pushing ahead of the party.
Go ahead and make me a con saving throw.
Okay. Okay, that's gonna be a whopping 12.
Whopping 12. So whatever this is has you charmed into coming even closer to it. It smells delicious, and you're like, absolutely, I want whatever this is.
Okay, yeah, I charge forward. I'm beckoning the others to come with me. I'm like, oh my, guys, do you not smell this? It is like the best thing. I bet it's pie.
Starburst pie.
I do not smell anything, but that might be on account of the herbs.
So yeah, Becky just kind of takes off and is like, guys, come check this out. It smells delicious. The rest of you are like, what?
I'm
One
blinded deaf
second.
to my surroundings, so
But clarification to Kristen, is that only on concentration checks or all constitution?
It is con saves for like maintaining your spells.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Becky, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Shit, indeed.
That's 8.
8. So from underneath your foot, Becky, something wraps around your leg and immediately like yanks you up into the air. And now the rest of you see as she's getting yanked up into the air, there's this rather large plant-like creature with these 4 leaves that are unfurling like this at the top. And there's this sweet mist kind of spreading out and up. And this creature is dangling, Becky, like above it. These petals have this like teeth-like quality to them as well, and it's shrieking. Let's go ahead.
Is that you? Or is I think Becky would just go, oh shit.
No shit.
I'll follow her.
Are you wondering what your favorite wacky nerds are up to? Search for Campaigns of the Plains on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and make sure to follow and like us to keep up with all our content and news. You might also find exclusive content for fans only. Remember to catch us on YouTube every Friday at noon for a new episode of Campaigns of the Plains.
Care to know what that is?
You do now that you see it. Yep, you've definitely seen these before, or you were just maybe thrown off by this iteration, this area's iteration of it. Yes, this is an Ochu. So, let's go ahead and have everybody roll some initiative.
I'm writing all of my spells.
Can you tell me only see one?
Currently, yes.
Is that Todd?
Oh yeah, that's like that's nice. Hey, I actually didn't roll shit on my initiative, although it's usually good to have me back up.
Let's start over with Asher. What'd you get?
21.
21. Keith?
17.
17. Milos?
20.
20. Becky?
15.
15. Din?
8.
8. Elspeth?
23. She's very good, even though she's blinded and deafened.
Right. Well, Poppy may be.
Yeah.
Abby probably didn't get very far. She probably heard Becky's shriek.
I would say that you guys were traveling at a fast enough pace that she probably got about 90 feet.
I'm sure she probably still heard what was going on.
Maybe.
Well, I'm Poppy. I heard what was...
You're Poppy. You might not have heard what is going on.
We'll Poppy.
Poppy perception
Poppy
check.
perception check.
We'll roll a pippy for Poppy.
Roll a PP?
All right.
I didn't expect combat, so I didn't look to see what can be done.
Always expect combat.
I was expecting not an Ochu. I was expecting a
That's what I
Marlboro.
was expecting too.
Yeah,
No, can't forget about Ochus.
I just don't think we'd survive a roll at level 4.
No.
Not a mommy roll. No, God, no.
Seedling. Maybe some seedlings.
Yeah.
yeah, that's like seedling things. There's 3 of them. Like, you do 3 Marlboros, you.
We obviously angered Josh.
He was really offended. Me making him sleep on the couch.
Yep. Told you it would happen. No, just told her I was going to kill her character earlier, and she was asking for her dice like 10 times in a row.
Oh shit.
He's in order here real
How could you kill Elspeth? She's such a sweetheart.
quick. Pretty easily. Drop a boulder on her.
Mm-hmm. The Skyfall.
Yeah, and then I'll play Skyfall. Just to mock you.
Someone got a rework.
Okay. Ooh, the Shun Summoner rework. Sweet, sweet. He's like, I don't care.
Myself's gonna change them out of that.
That's fair. Let's see. Not that pen. Holy shit. That would have been bad.
This is riveting television.
Very much so. Sorry, I'm just Just get everything ready here for you guys. Okay.
Not all dead space, Christian.
If I remember.
Yeah. Okay. So the Ochu actually rolled first. So it is going to try to ingest Becky.
Oh, Becky snacks.
So Becky, you are dropped into the mouth of this creature. And make me a Constitution saving throw, if you would, please. God, this might be some of the first damage that Becky's taking.
It will be. I like how you chose a creature that attacks my keys instead. Anyway, that's 12 for me.
Okay. This giant plant monster just drops you right in the middle of its leaves, and it starts like trying to chew down on you. So you are going to take 5 piercing damage and another 4 acid damage on top of that.
God damn. Okay.
And you are considered grappled.
Ow.
So that's that one. Elspeth, let's see if Poppy heard the commotion. Why don't you make me a perception check with Poppy's stats?
Hers is +5. 10!
Not quite. Poppy didn't hear shit, so...
Poppy, keep running. I am hanging. I can snap out of it if somebody alerts me, but right now I'm deaf and blind, so I'm just drooped over your shoulder like this.
Yeah.
Just like, humming to myself as I'm being Poppy.
Just 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm singing you a song,
Yeah.
Luckily, it is Asher's turn next.
So, as a bonus action, could I, alert her? Or would that be a full action to, wake her up?
I mean, you just straight up drop her ass.
Would you wake up if I just dropped you?
Probably.
Okay, so I would push you off, and in one motion, pull out my sword and probably just charge out the Ochu.
Yeah, absolutely. You can make it to the Ochu in that time frame. Absolutely. So, yeah, you fall back and you're on your ass. You are prone. So it'll take half your movement to stand up.
Why did you drop? Can't see through Pop. Oh!
You see as there is a giant plant monster chewing on something right now, and you do hear. I don't know, Becky. Are you probably yelling for help or?
Yeah, something like I don't know.
Becky, why are you upside down?
Becky's not upside down. Becky's getting chewed on from inside a plant. Becky snack, yeah. Becky's a snack.
She's so bitter.
Yeah, you managed to get to her. You're going to make an attack.
You would probably run up and just start slashing.
Yeah, go ahead. So anyway, I just started slashing.
Slashing. That's like a 22.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
22. Oh, that's not great. That's a 10.
10 damage?
10 damage.
Yeah. Slash away at some of its outer leaves there, and there's some of the... it looks like it was probably green blood at some point in time, but it's mixed with that same purple kind of color of corruption that you've seen in the rats. Anything else from you?
That's all we can do.
Yeah, you still have your bonus action.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that he would do for bonus action.
Okay. So then after Asher is Milos.
I will do a chaos bolt. At the creature. It's not holding on to her anymore. It's still. It has her in its mouth, right?
Yep.
Okay. That's a 13 plus 6, 19. Is that hit?
19 hit. Yeah, absolutely hits.
Okay, so that is 5. Yes. So that is 5 lightning and 6 poison damage. With another 5 damage. So
How much total?
5 is 16.
16? Okay.
Yeah, 16 total. I don't know if the types matter. And then I will quicken a firebolt for my bonus action.
Okay.
That's only a 10.
Nope. So it takes that witch bolt and kind of shrieks a little bit in pain, and as it's doing that, it kind of bounces up and down and dodges your firebolt.
Do I in my immediate vicinity, do I see anything that looks anything similar to this creature? I'm just kind of like making sure I'm not near anything that might attack it.
Go ahead and make me a quick perception check.
It's a natural 20, so like 26.
In fact, you see some of the similar, like, vine-like appendages actually hanging from a couple of trees, like, behind you guys.
I will yell out, I see some more of those appendages behind us. Maybe keep an eye out. How close are they from us?
Probably from your guys' position, only about 10 feet away from everybody that's, like, in the party.
Okay, I will move away as much as I can.
Are you moving towards, like, Becky and Asher and them?
So can I move away from both of them? Is that possible? Like, to the sides, maybe?
Yeah, so as long as you stay, like, I would say you guys are on a path. Like, the Ochu that attacked Becky is more, like, in front of you guys into, like, the west. Whereas these two are, one of them is actually, like, behind you guys a little bit, and on the east side, and then another one is a little bit further up on the east side as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna go south then, like, kind of back the way we came a little bit, just to keep my distance from the things, because I don't want to get snapped up by one of them.
Fair enough. That's you. All right, Marquise.
Checking over on something. How far away am I and stuff?
From the Ochu that has Becky, you're probably only about 10 feet away. And from the next nearest appendages that Milos had called out, probably about another 10 to your east. And then Milos is kind of back traveling towards the one to your guys' south, but he's sticking on the western side of the road as to avoid it.
So, on versatile weapons, if you're using the one hand, does that count as a light weapon?
I believe it's supposed to, depending on the weapon. Which weapon are you wielding?
Well, I have both my quarterstaff and dagger, so I'm trying to see if that qualifies for the two-weapon fighting that I have.
Let me see. Quarterstaff might go down to like a D6,
It's like
I think.
Yeah, it's a D6 if it's one hand.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you could wield the quarterstaff one hand, and your dagger in the other.
Perfect. Sorry, how far away did you say the one? Well, can I get to the one that has Becky without getting?
Yeah. It's, and Asher's up there too, so easy enough. Okay. It's only about 15 feet away.
Oh, so I can position myself for advantage?
These creatures are considered large, so probably not in this round.
Well, I'll just get up to it anyway.
Okay.
And, so for the action, it will swing with the quarterstaff.
All right.
That is not super good. That's a 9.
9 doesn't quite make it through its planty exterior. The leaves kind of soak up some of the bludgeoning, if you will.
For my bonus action, I will use my dagger.
Okay.
Fuck. That's a 10.
A 10 unfortunately doesn't make it through the leafy exterior as well. This is definitely a different fighting style for you. I mean, you're not super adverse in this because you haven't had to do it a lot yet. So
yeah,
you're definitely learning. But for this particular creature, it's a little tougher than your average humanoid.
That's everything I got.
Okay. Becky, it is your turn.
Okay. For my turn, I think I want to get out of.
Probably a good idea.
Probably. And think I want to like set off some scorching rays inside of this creature.
Okay. Light show inside.
Yeah. So yeah, I have to make a ranged attack, I guess. So
at disadvantage, yep, since you are grappling.
Well, it's also just in melee.
Yeah. Hey, that's an 18 and a 17, so...
Yeah, it'll definitely hit.
Okay, I'm gonna dump a Nokian point into this.
Probably a good idea.
And so, yeah, my ED6. That is 5 times the 3 rays, so 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Got it. That was, yeah, the 2d6 otherwise.
So yeah, a couple of you guys on the outside see a bunch of like rays of fire pelt through some of the petals as the creature squeals in agony.
Yeah, I guess I don't know what else to do. No. Fancy magic over here. Think I'll use another point to swift cast, and I'm going to swift cast a firebolt at it too. Let's see. Yeah, that is going to be an 11 to hit.
Unfortunately, some of the acid has been splashing around here a little bit and just kind of dampens your firebolt before it manages to take any effect on the inside here.
Okie dokie. Let's see, and I'm grappled. So, guess that's my turn.
Okay. Din, you are up.
Can I take out Rick?
Yeah.
Go on.
Yep.
Does he still have a turn then, or is that his time?
What's that?
Does he still have a turn then?
Yeah, he has a turn. There's no summoning sickness here, so you're good.
I'll shoot it.
You're gonna shoot it with your bow? The one that has Becky?
Yes, can I safely shoot it without shooting Becky?
Yeah, because Becky's inside the leaves, so yeah.
Okay. 16.
Absolutely will hit.
5 damage.
5 piercing damage? Alright. And is...
Go Senpike after.
Go Senpike? Alright.
22.
22 will hit.
I think it's stinging, so it does a bunch.
I think the sting is only like 1 damage, isn't it?
Yeah, it does 1 damage with the poison.
Poison, yep.
Does it seem like it takes full poison, baby?
Oh, it was 1d4. It does 3 damage.
Is that poison?
DC 11 for it's a con save.
Okay. Is that the piercing damage?
Yeah, that's piercing damage.
The 3 was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 2 on there. And it's con save?
Yeah.
So it is only 8-10.
I was like, is that worth?
How much poison damage is it?
It's not poison damage. It'll just fall asleep.
Cool. So
That's gonna work.
it is not going to work on the plant, unfortunately.
That would have been a really useful actually.
Yeah, so it does take the piercing
I
damage.
fell asleep after an hour, so that's kind of like, it's not useful.
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem like any kind of effects from the sting itself like take any hold. So it's the Ochu's turn. It's gonna continue to try to eat Becky. She just tastes so good. Make me another con save, please, Becky.
Alright. Well, let me find a good die. Maybe I'll luck out. Okay. It's an 18.
18. Alright, so you take half as much acid damage. But you will still take 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And half as much poison damage is only 2. Acid damage. Sorry.
Okay.
So Din has not moved. Need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
For 1.
It's a 1. So all of a sudden you're shooting arrows, you're focused on having your pet attack this Ochu, all of a sudden your foot just goes, and you are now dangling above an Ochu. And
Din stood for dinner.
Din. So you, he's gonna eat you.
Because he'd say, I'm gonna eat you.
I'm gonna eat you. So I need a con save as he drops you in his mouth.
Those are good.
It's a 7.
It's a 7, so you're going to take full damage. So 6 piercing damage on top of 5 acid damage.
Bye.
And he didn't get nothing more about any more acid damage. It wasn't damage to you, Becky, I promise. You didn't have to leave. And you are on your butt, so I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
All the girls are getting 8.
Oh, yeah, they are. 16. You barely managed to, like, kick your feet away from this vine that is just, like, creeping towards you.
These guys are mean.
As you yell out.
You keep eating vegetation. They're mad.
Hey.
Skip man too.
It is your turn, Elspeth.
I stand up.
Half your movement.
I'm gonna roll to see if Poppy notices that things are happening. Oh, hey, I think this. That's 18.
18? Yeah, she hears.
He turns around and starts running back towards us.
Yep, so she's 90 feet out.
Cool. She's 60 feet out now. She's 30 feet out. I'm just gonna have her double move.
Okay.
And then I'm going to look at everybody and go, "Did you cause violence?"
That's still what he did.
What close the thing to me?
Beat the Ochu that tried to attack you.
How close is it?
He is within melee range.
I stand up.
Mhm.
I cast Flame Blade on my magic book.
Okay.
So now it's a magic flaming book.
It is.
And I book wall it.
Okay.
What's happening?
She just lit her book on fire. This giant tome that she took.
Hey, Flame Blade is really, you make a fiery blade, but I thought it would be fun flavor for
That's
my book
fine.
just in fuego.
Yep.
So my book is just in fuego.
Does that count as a bludgeoning sword now?
Bludgeoning sword. I'm gonna stab it with my book.
Okay.
More pain.
15
15 will hit.
If it were.
damage.
Okay.
You're gonna put the pen is mightier than the sword.
Yeah.
Is this kind of
Damage.
Okay. That looks like it really fucking hurt, because I believe it's fire damage. Yeah. As well as the flame rays, if you couldn't tell, seem to do real bang up job.
It's not nice to grab people.
Okay. Is that everything for you then? Asher.
He will swing again at the Ochu that's got Becky.
Yeah.
Wait. How? Okay. Oh no, I used her double move. Never mind.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Nicely done. Go ahead and double that damage.
Perfect. Oh. That was a 2, so it's a 4.
I mean, you could roll another die and
Okay,
said...
so 2 to 2 again.
Oh, shit.
That's so that's 11.
11?
11.
Okay. So you managed to hack this thing at one of the points where Becky managed to fire out a ray. And as that fire is still kind of spreading, you manage to, like, cut that Ochu right in half. And it squeals and, like, barfs Becky out under her.
Becky actually get eaten?
Oh.
Oh god, it's like Men in Black with the cockroach man.
Mm-hmm. So, Becky, you are no longer being absorbed by the acid in the creature's stomach, but you are prone.
Gross.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, you got kind of that sticky Men in Black kind of goo on you now.
Gross.
Anything else from Asher?
He would probably... There's 2 other ones.
Yeah.
He'd probably run up to the next closest one.
Which will be the one that is eating Din currently.
Din.
Yep.
So he would run up to that one and run up to it.
Okay. Yeah, easily distance can be covered there. Milos, you are up.
Okay. I will throw down as bonus action my totem.
Okay.
It's an F totem, so everyone, I believe including minions, get 9 temporary hit points.
All right.
So everybody add 9 temporary hit points.
Does it have to be creatures that you can see, or just in the
Creatures within the aura that I choose.
Okay.
Sorry.
Are you trying to place it between the 2 remaining Ochus so that everybody kind of...
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Gotcha.
So first bonus action with my chips, that'd be another chaos bolt. Not the one that's
Okay.
That is going to be a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, that is 4 plus 4, so it jumps, so it does force damage. So 8 and 4 is 12. So it does 12 damage to the first one, and it jumps to the second one. I have to roll to see if it hits that one. That's 22 to hit.
Yep.
And so see what kind of damage this is? 2, 1, but it's acid and cold. We'll do cold. So it's 3 plus 9, 3 plus 6 is 9. So it's 9 to the one that tried to grab Ellie.
Okay.
And, what did I say? 4 and 4. It was 12.
Yep.
And it was force damage and...
Ice damage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's my turn. That was my action. My double action. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Marquise, you're up.
Well, I guess I'm gonna run over to this one that Asher's engaged with now.
Okay.
I'm assuming I can't position.
Not this turn. Well, no, it's close enough. Yeah, you'd be able to position, get yourself advantage.
Then I will do so.
Okay. That'd be like all of your movement.
Okay. Good. So the quarterstaff, so that's 21 to hit?
Yep, that'll hit.
Oh.
Should be a D6.
Yep. So 4 plus 1. So 3 damage.
3 damage.
And then bonus action.
Knife.
Yep. Oh, that was almost a fucking natural 20. Oh my gosh. 12?
12 to hit?
Yeah.
Unfortunately misses.
Damn.
But you did get a good wallop in with your quarterstaff.
That will be my turn.
All right, Becky. You are on the ground, covered in goo.
I'm kind of like puffing and like spitting crap on my mouth, and I get to my feet and I have a minute, and I scream.
That's a type.
I'm going to go ahead and cast another Scorching Ray, dumping another Enochian point into it. I think I'll send 2 rays at one and the third one to another.
So, which one is the 2 going on? The one that's eating Din, or, well, I guess you wouldn't know who's inside. It looks like Din's missing.
Whoever's closest to me suffers more wrath.
Okay, so that would be the one that is eating Din.
Okay.
Not the one engaged with Ellie.
That's an unfortunate coincidence, but, you know, they love you. Alright, so, the one eating towards Din is going to be a, 1T2 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
And then the other one, it's only a 10.
Does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, anyway, so the Din one is 18 damage of fire.
Okay. Yeah, it screams in revulsion, but is not quite dead yet.
I don't know what else I would do other than like try and like move in a direction that is away from both of these fuckers.
You're on the west end of the road, kind of in the bush, as it were. So you're probably about 15 feet away from the nearest one. So if you want to move further into the bush, you certainly could.
I don't know. I think I'll just, burn all my points in one go. I'll just hang out here, I think, for the rest of my turn, actually.
Where? Din, you are grappled inside of this creature's mouth, so what are you doing this turn?
Can I attempt to get it out?
You can make a straight saving throw to attempt to break the grapple.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What did it do? 14.
14 versus his 9. So yeah, you managed to peel back the leaves and like in one certain spot, and you managed to get yourself out. No, it's close enough to the ground where
I'm gonna scold it.
you're gonna scold it. You're just gonna yell at it. Okay, that was your action to free yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So you still have bonus and you still have pay.
Can I attempt to tame these things?
You certainly can try.
No.
So it should have been part of your class feature. If we haven't come up with it, we certainly can on the fly.
Oh, wisdom check versus their my animal handling versus their insight.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll.
Can I do that? Like, at least I don't know if that was an action or not.
We'll say it's good for now.
Yeah.
But normally it would be an action. But this is the first time the audience has seen it, so let's see if it works. We like new things.
Ooh!
22? Yeah. Definitely beats an 11. So this creature immediately stops like trying to attack any of you and like flops down on its feet and just like it doesn't have eyes. It just kind of seems like it faces Din and is like waiting for Din to do something.
Stay.
And it like sits down on its legs.
Just try to eat me. Your thing? I want it.
What the hell?
And it just stops like it was like being menacing and attacking Asher and Marquise, but now like at Din's word when Din says stay, it just sits down on its legs.
He was mean, and I want him.
Wait, is this ours now?
I think so.
As you are in combat with one, which is actually going to try to eat you right now.
But it's not even holding me.
It's not, but is going to try. So I need you to make me another dexterity saving throw.
It's not yet.
It's gonna go.
18.
Yeah, it gets pissed. It's trying to scoop you up as dinner, but
Smack it on the nose. Back.
well, it's your turn. You can literally smack it with your book.
I take my fire book and I go, Becky plant!
Okay,
Dirty 20.
go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, I rolled really low. 4 fire, 3d6. I've got 4 fire damage.
3d6, you got 4.
Yep.
So no, 2.
And how much bludgeoning damage?
That's it. It's just 3d6 fire damage.
Well, that is enough. Go ahead and break your limit.
Yeah.
Your book's on fire, and
She, it goes to grab her, like, with his little arm tentacle, and instead she grabs it, and it, like, pulls her up, and then she, like, comes down with the book, like it's been bad, and she smacks it right in the center of the head. It's naughty.
and it like just starts to be on fire and shrivels up. So you guys are out of combat.
He killed something. The book's on fire.
So this plant is just like in front of you. Yep.
I need a gem. Do I have a gem?
Oh, what's the name of gem?
Looking at you, and then maybe...
I don't think I have any gems.
I have an amulet that has a gem in it. Does that work?
Do we get any gems from the bag from the ogre?
Do you have any gems in your kitty bag?
I have a ring with a gem in it. Would any of those things work?
The ring, but we don't want the ring. Seems kind of...
If it is more important for you to have it, then I want you to.
I don't want to break your ring. That sounds scary.
How's it
I'll
going?
break that ring
You
for
want to
you.
keep that shit?
Yeah? Did you see it, like, eat people? It ate me.
Yeah, it ate me. Oh my god, bitch.
No, I think that's me.
Seriously. You want to keep that thing.
Would an amulet with a gem in it work too?
Yeah.
Here.
I was thinking our geomancer there maybe would be able to find one.
Nice rocks.
I mean, I just, maybe that's a thing the DM help me with, because I don't know, that's something I can do.
I mean, you know that gems sleep pretty deep in the earth, so you're not really near anywhere that. And you know, in the Oasis, they would have definitely had mines, so you know it's definitely a thing that would be in a vein somewhere. You're nowhere near
That's we're just gonna camp here a while while he tries to get us a gem.
You're tripping. Oh, look, a piece of amber.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel better, you can buy me a new ring one day.
Okay.
Okay.
Take your.
Okay. So then, you spend some time fashioning a totem.
Gee, I don't know if it says on the things.
We'll call it a ritual if there's no indication. So it'll take 10
For the
minutes.
record, you're all fucking insane.
Did we do?
No, it doesn't say how much.
We tried to save it.
So we'll call it a ritual at 10 minutes.
Okay.
So you take some nearby components to make some of the dead wood to make a likeness out of it, and you take the gem from the ring and infuse it in.
Like the ring itself, that's how ring works. So.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to just use the ring, absolutely.
To buy you more jewelry.
Yeah, I need gems.
Why didn't you tell me when we were in the city? We could have bought you jewelry.
You were at a jeweler's store.
Could have done that.
I mean, Becky has a book you could probably use.
What did you say?
That's the perfect response, even if you didn't know it. What the fuck did you say? But yeah, no, you take 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden the rest of you see as this Ochu's just kind of like staring at this gem, and this light envelops it and pulls it right into the gem itself.
What will you name it?
Oh. Do you want to name it?
It's what kind of creature is it?
Oh, they're fucking naming it now.
Don't you?
And you have a din?
And Din?
No, you are Din. She is Din.
I had pipe. Dirt.
Weapon
Well,
name.
here's a great
Yeah.
name. Eat you.
So,
Yeah.
if you use woman names, then maybe you should call it. See, it's got vines. Wait,
Okay. It's now with.
Okay. Got a dirt, got a pike, and got a whip.
You say a bit good when you
Command it.
summon it.
Would be good. All right. So if anybody else want to do anything in the 10 minutes, like maybe heal Becky or...
Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah, I would like to heal.
I'll fuck with you. Pass it through just footwear.
I don't know. There's just like my abdomen dissolved away.
Scream.
Yeah, Becky, even with those temporary hit points, definitely needs some sort of help coming her way.
I come up to Becky and I just touch her very softly on the shoulder, and I give her some healing words. I don't need to touch her for healing words. I touch her anyway.
So you're touching her like on the back, on the shoulders?
Wait, let me see. What's my components here? Yeah, I have a component for healing. It's verbal. Oh, it's verbal. Becky, even though you're nearly dead, you're still so stunning. And then all of a sudden,
Really, yeah.
a bit better. What did I do with my D4?
You gave it to Paige.
Do you still have my tiny D4?
Come on.
You get
One.
health. Five total.
Okay.
You don't take a short rest, we get to keep the temporary hit points. But I can always just give it again after the rest.
Do you feel better?
Yeah, it's a little better.
Are you touching her like on the back, on the shoulder blade? Is that where you're touching her when she's doing that?
Just soft touches.
Okay. Becky, as you're getting healed, you definitely flinch as nobody's really touched you there since you left your village.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. You're a great friend. Don't touch me again.
I give her a big hug.
Okay.
I just give her arms all the way around hug.
I'm just kind of like hands up, just don't know what to do
Becky, you're
with
supposed
her.
to
I
use
like
your
pat
arms.
her on her ears.
They're very soft.
I will throw a lesser potion.
Throwing a lesser potion at Becky?
Literally.
Just throws it matter.
Yeah.
Actually.
Well, I mean, she can't struggle. She's grappled, technically.
So
Does it just have to hit her skin?
just has to hit her. So
Every one of the vials that you've seen Marquise throw actually, they don't, shatter like glass. They just kind of dissolve.
8.
Oh, no, baby.
Your aggressive healing seems to do very well.
Well,
I hope that if I'm ever harmed, you aggressively touch me as well.
I don't
Yeah.
talk.
You're vile.
I'm over my hit points. Cool.
So, a lot from all of you about aggression.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Caused violence to death today.
That is the first thing that you have killed, by the way, Elspeth.
Yeah, I know. She's gonna deal with that later.
You're a murderer now.
There's a plant.
She eats plants all the time. She's just like you eat a plant.
It's good. It's fine.
It's just like that flower.
Go ahead. I start dancing. While she's getting her, I start dancing to send these plants.
You eat plants. That's
Dance.
the same as
I grab him by his hands.
Don't dance with him.
I was like, are you sticking around for this ending?
Oh no, you can't. I do a little turn with him like dancing, and then I go over there. Out in circle. Go send them, or they can turn into fiends.
They are plants. You eat plants all the time.
They still have fireflies.
There are fireflies on the battlefield from the two that were killed.
I think they're sentient lettuce. It's different than normal.
This is fucked up. I am going to be just on that principle.
You can dance with me. I grab your hand.
While you're dancing with Asher, I'm sure you hear something.
Okay.
Very familiar female voice. It says, Asher, in a question tone. Only you hear this, seemingly.
I stepped on my foot.
Sorry.
But it's okay.
Heard something like that. Sorry.
You
Please continue.
look down the path and sounded like that. You kind of raise your rear ear and it catches you again. Asher, this way.
Oh, I'd probably just run.
We're not done.
We'll say it's the end of the 10 minutes, guys.
It's fine.
Need. So Asher starts like bolting down the path.
Poppy chases him.
Okay.
I chase Poppy.
Okay. Anybody else chasing Ellie?
I mean, I see him like moving quickly. That's my interest to speak.
Okay. So everybody else following then? All right.
Why are we running?
What do we have to run everywhere?
Just wake up. It'll be fun.
All right. So you guys run for what seems to be a good portion. It's about 10, 15 minutes, and all of a sudden you are met by the sight of these ruins, and it looks like it may have been like an old cathedral at some point in time that nature has definitely overtaken. And you hear the voice even stronger, Asher, saying, "This way, this way."
You need to slow down.
No, I hear. We need to go.
Hear what?
Her.
Your mom?
Yeah, you have to go.
Hear anything, though. These ruins are dangerous. It could be a trap.
We need to get to her then.
So that is where we will pick up next episode.
Son of a fucking bitch.
Take me to church.
Yeah, that'll be the next episode's name. But yeah, we hope you guys all enjoyed this episode, and we will see you back for episode 12.